Hello everyone and welcome to our live webinar straight from the ROSCon. My name is Jean-Philippe Martial and I'm Head of Business Operations at Heex Technologies, and I will be your host for today's special session. I'm very excited to be here today because we'll be talking about what's happening here at the ROSCon and what Heex Technologies has been showcasing, and I think we'll even have a live demo coming up a bit later. But first, I'm joined by two fantastic guests from Heex, Pierre Maillot, our VP of Business Development, and Mathieu Carré, Head of Research and Innovation at Heex Technologies. Gentlemen, thank you for joining me. And I think we can start with a quick round of introductions. Pierre, can you tell us a bit about yourself and your role at Heex?
Yeah. So thanks. Great to have you. So I'm calling live from the ROSCon, as you can see. Great atmosphere, a lot of very interesting conversation. We can really see the robotics industry very dynamic. I'm Pierre. I'm responsible for business development and partnerships. We have a booth at ROSCon in Singapore. And before getting into Heex and the product demo that we actually did on stage today, I'd like to welcome some special guests. Austin,
hello,
from Kinesi,
Hello.
because I guess hearing from the event from other companies, I think would be also very interesting. So, Austin, maybe you can say a few words about yourself and
Sure. So I'm Austin Greg Smith, and I'm a robotics software engineer at Kinesi, and we are making a warehouse and logistics robot. And so here at ROSCon, it's always great because you see all these talks about technologies that you can use today. You just learn about so many different things and speak to all the players in the industry. It's just really exciting. We have also been looking at using Heex a little bit for our robot. We're still in the early stages, but as we roll out more robots, using the monitoring and trigger technologies looks very interesting.
thank you very much,
Yeah.
Austin. This is what they do. You see the cool robots, and this is the kind of cool stuff that you can see here at the conference. So, thanks a lot, Austin, for sharing your insights about the conference.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. We have also another guest that you guys might be familiar with, Mathieu from Heex Technologies. He's our Research and Innovation Director. Mathieu, welcome.
Hello everyone. So let's now see the demonstration of what we have made during lunch at ROSCon. So we will introduce you how we handle ROS data with our management solution. Let's go.
So,
Thanks.
just to we are launching the demo that we did exclusively today at the conference on stage in order to give you an experience that will be a little bit more seamless and less noisy than the background noise you may hear. We actually pre-recorded that demo, but it was made a few hours ago, and hope you enjoy that. We're going to stay there in case you have questions that we can address right after the demo.
Thank you both for the introduction, and let's jump right into the demo then. Thanks you guys.
Hello everyone, if you work in ADAS, autonomous driving or robotics, you know the problem. You have terabytes of data, mountains of ROSBag, but finding the exact moment you need, like an unpredicted turn with a pedestrian, it's like finding a needle in a haystack. Manually searching, scrubbing and visualizing all this data is slow, expensive and scales poorly. My name is Mathieu Carré from Heex Technologies, and today I'm going to show you how to solve this problem. We will use the Heex Smart Data solution to build a fully automated data pipeline that can process the 16 different ROS2 bags of the URT Kashiwanoha dataset we have from University of Tokyo to find critical urban driving events. The best part, we are going to do it all under 10 minutes using two simple bash scripts that automate the full entire process expected in our Smart Data hands-on session. Okay, let's start a quick overview of one of the bag of the dataset. As you can see, we have a car in in Japan that plan to do a right turn. We can see we have an extensive braking event here and follow up with some angular velocity on the z-axis. And this probably reflect a ton of events that we want to catch. And we will show you how to do that with Heex in a scripted manner. Okay, let's continue with our first script. So the setup script that will create most of the Heex smart data entities necessary to operate the replay on the platform. So we are using the CLI under the hood. So first we create our system, then we create and import as data source element from our ROSbags that create tons of sensors as we create for each field matching signal on Heex. So if you can see on my system tab here, I have now the ADAS test vehicle, which is the one I just created on my left. Then I have imported my data source there. And you can see a description of what have been imported and what have not. You can see a lot of signals that you can then choose in the tool to and where my data source is deployed. Then we have created some triggers based on these elements. So we can see that here we have our 3 triggers, one for the emergency stop to catch the drop, the heavy drop on the linear acceleration. So yeah, as you can see, we expect a -3 meters square seconds. And we have a basic turn on the angular acceleration on the z-axis. And we also have an advanced turn. That means when we are doing a turn and we are detecting an object in front of us. These 2 triggers are being created with the CLI based on our automating scripts. And now we are ready to go to replay our bag. This brings us to script 2. This script will take the ROSbag and replay it through the Heex Smart Data solution in an accelerated manner. What you are seeing now is the Heex ROS replay command in action. We take the bag and the agent is getting installed. And then we are doing the replay. So for the full session of within the bag. So if we want to repeat that on the full dataset, we can replay the steps for each individual bag. The replay is now over. And if we go in our smart data, we can now see new events that we have found on our vehicle. And here is the description of our events. As we are getting data that can contain image, point clouds, it can take sometimes to get upload. So that's why here it's still empty. But if we refresh the page, we have the data nearly live and we can replay it on a smaller time frame, meaning 5 seconds before and 5 seconds after. And we can definitely see, especially our situation. So for this event, it was with the advanced turn with obstacle, meaning that we were having some turn signal on and we were detecting either a pedestrian or a car in front of us. Okay, the script has finished processing the full bag, and look at this. We have the session analysis of how many events for the emergency stop we have found, how many for the basic turns, and how many for the advanced turn. We can see them on the platform here. We can also filter with the system name to only see the one that have our interest. So we have 8 events like the one we have there. We can also navigate using the UID we have created for this session. So what to do with this? This is where the Smart Data Pipeline transforms development. For training, we can only send these specific events recording, not the full terabytes of the session, to our ML team, which is high quality, relevant data and tagged to train more robust decision making model. For evaluation, we can use this exact pipeline to validate a new model. We run the new model perception output as a signal and see if it also triggers one of these known bad events. For operation, this is the same logic, can be deployed directly on the vehicle in the field. It can run at the edge, monitoring for new rare events and proactively capturing just data, saving massive amount of data, transmission and storage. So let's recap. In this less than 10 minutes, we used 2 scripts to automate an end-to-end smart data pipeline. We defined our logic, processed an entire dataset using high-speed routes to replay, and instantly generated statistical insight on the critical event that truly matters. This is how you scale your data operation and accelerate your development cycle. You stop drowning in the data and start using it intelligently. To learn more about Heex platform, try it yourself. Visit our website. You can use our free tier. Thank you for watching.
Thank you, Mathieu. That was great. It was a great demo. So before we wrap up, I just wanted to ask you a quick question to you, Mathieu, regarding the event from, let's say, a more technical point of view. What's standing out to you in terms of themes or trends during this ROSCon 2025?
Basically, during the ROSCon, we have seen that the community of Rust is really big. We have lots of different companies and also people who are doing some open source stuff, helping and growing the community every day and every year. Currently, we have lots of different companies doing some solution from cleaning robots to AMA robots to robots for manufacturing and warehouses. And also the technology is really deep, and we have seen also a deeper incursion of AI within it, like using AI to pilot robots or using AI to explain what's wrong in the robots. And basically, that's where Heex also is. And this is really insightful and give us a lot of idea to continue to work on.
Great. Thank you for your answer, Mathieu. And indeed, it really feels like the community spirit is really strong here at the ROSCon. That was fantastic. A big thank you to everyone watching. And of course, to Pierre and Mathieu for sharing their insights and showing us what Heex is bringing to the ROS community. So if you are at the ROSCon, don't hesitate to come visit our booth, 5C, and we'd love to meet you. I show you the demo in person and talk about how Heex can accelerate your data workflows. And if you're joining us online, you can find more at heex.io and follow us on LinkedIn. So thanks again for tuning in, and for you two guys, enjoy the rest of the ROSCon.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
See you.
Bye.
Thank you. Cheers, guys. Bye.